G'day, my name's Joel Rasmussen from Fight News Australia, and today, ahead of his return to the MMA space, I'm talking to Mr. Jack Lyons. Jack, thank you so much for joining me today. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm great. It's a beautiful Saturday morning, mate. I'm living my best life.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. We're down at XFC Carrum Downs this morning. You guys were doing some wrestling rounds. How is camp? How is everything treating you?
Oh, everything's great. All systems go, mate. It's good to just be like, I had a break, like you said, but it's been like consistently still training. It's good that it's camp now, it feels good that, it's working towards something. So training's great. Everything's going to plan. All systems go. I'm ready to go. I'm excited.
You have had some time away from the cage, about a year out. How is it to finally kind of be back in a camp and so close to a fight?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's great. Like I said, I've been training consistently still over that time, but to actually have something to work towards and have something, a goal in at the end of it is good. It's extra motivating. It's give me a fire up my ass to just put the extra hard yards in and show them that I'm back. So I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Now, an injury kept you out for a little bit. To be back from that, to be all healed up, how is that feeling? Yeah,
good as gold. Good as gold. There's no ifs or doubts or anything with it. Like my hand was the injury, but it's all good now. There's no worries at all. It's stronger than ever, and I'm ready to find a home for it. That's for sure.
So you come from a striking background, originally a kickboxer, now moved to MMA. Then getting a hand injury, has that affected your grappling at all? Is it been a thing of I can't exactly punch, I might as well do some wrestling rounds?
Yeah, well, I think because of that injury, I had to work in other things as well to because obviously I just enjoy training, period. So had to go and do other things to continue to level up my game. So yeah, it's definitely I believe everything happens for a reason. I think that that happening allowed me to do other things and go down other avenues and aspects of my game. So yeah, I definitely feel like it's helped me improve other areas of my MMA forte for sure.
So you are a lightweight fighter. You've had all your fights so far in your professional career at lightweight. However, this return is coming back at a catchweight. How come you're returning at a catchweight?
Just no match at lightweight. I don't think. We had a few options and I don't think things went through. And then as obviously the fight date got closer, I was like, look, I just want to fight, get me on the card, So whatever option came, we're like, yep, let's do that. And Max Kelly was also a good man to step up, and we've agreed that it's a catchweight fight, so works for me, works for him. I'm just happy to get back in there and go again. So yeah, that's the priority really, not so the weight. Stress-free and just ready to fight. Yeah.
That's exactly what I wanted to ask. To be back, first camp back after, as I said, a year out, you're focusing on your skills, you're getting back into the moveset of it, and now you don't really have to worry about the weight as much. How is that to be not having to worry about it as much? Yeah,
it's definitely I don't find an issue making 70, lightweight, and it's not, I don't find it an issue, but it's definitely another thing, every fighter knows, that's a big thing you got to take with you, especially it's a massive part of your training. It's a whole other aspect of, not to say worry, but it's another thing you got to worry about. But I'm just able to fuel myself for training now and perform my best at training, and that'll translate into my fight as well. So yeah, just feel good, feel fresh, free, full, and happy. Yeah, all's good.
So during your time off, you ran 51 marathons in 51 days this year, raised money for charity. How does doing that compare to a fight camp?
They're both obviously physically brutal, but I think if anything, it's also helped me strengthen myself as a fighter, as a human as well. I'm able to push through those hard times, and obviously fight camp, it has its days where it's hard, and we just okay, I just got to get through the day, and those marathons in a sense as well translate to that. The hard days where you got to get up and sparring, whatever it is. Just push through the hard days and worry about one day at a time. So yeah, it's definitely been good.
To now be here, have you noticed almost a shift in your mentality compared to the last camp you did before doing something like that?
Yeah. I feel this past year, it's been obviously out of the ring, out of the cage, but I've upgraded as a person as well. So I definitely feel like a new and improved version, and I already felt pretty good as I was in my past fights and things like that. But I definitely feel like, you know, I bring a whole new game to the table. Obviously, I've learnt new things and upgraded my skill set, but also just a whole new, like, you know, yeah, more mentally prepared and things like that as well. And whatever, you know, comes, I'm ready to deal with it. So, yeah, I'm excited to show that to the people as well. So, yeah.
So as a fighter, you put a lot of respect on your coaches. You put a lot of faith in your coaches. Coaches can guide a fighter a lot of time, and you know it's not uncommon to have coaches push a fighter. When you, through your own volition, your own choice, go through 51 marathons, how does that change your relationship with your coaches, where they're maybe yelling at you to do something and you're like, you don't need to motivate me, man. I've done 51 marathons in 51 days just because I felt like it.
Yeah, see, that was, they gave me a kick up the ass. They said, you're never doing nothing like that again. But, yeah. No, I think, like, I've spoken to them about it, and, you know, like, I'm very, very self-motivated in that sense. Like, I like to do things on my own and things like that. But inside the gym, I have a coach, and, like, you know, I need them for my direction. So nothing's changed in that sense. They still push me, and I still, you know, listen to what they say. Everything, there's no sort of, I can do it on my own in a sense. I still need and am very grateful for their guidance, and that's their role as a coach. So, yeah, nothing's really changed in that sense. You know, I still do what they say, and now we're just able to push even harder, I suppose. So, you know, I know my capabilities, and they just, all right, we'll keep going. So yeah, it's just amplified everything. So it's all good now. Yeah, really good.
Talking about coaching in the gym, I know recently you've shifted away from essentially the day job, and now fighting is the full-time job. You're also coaching as well. How is it to essentially quit a career, become a full-time fighter, and completely immerse yourself in this?
Man, it's everything. It's huge. Like, I think it's the perfect avenue for a fighter anyways. Like, it's allowed me to be around it more, have more time for my own training. You know, train 2-3 times a day, and then even just being around it, yeah, you know, you pick little things and you see common things, and yeah, it's definitely different, but I love it. It's been the greatest thing I've done, you know, really allow myself to be in it full time, and I'm passionate about both sides of it, coaching and training. So, man, I should have done it earlier. Yeah, it's really, I love it. It's awesome.
So you're making a return at Hex's first show in Festival Hall. It's a very big venue, and it's a very kind of legendary venue in the terms of Australian combat sports. Like, what does it mean to you to be able to fight in Festival Hall?
Honestly, like, I hadn't really done a great deal of research. I'm honestly tempted to go down there and just, like, suss it, because I like to go down there and, you know, see, all right, picture myself in these sorts of places. But I've never been there, and I haven't really done a great deal of research. Dad said, you know, there's been a few bands and a few good fights there, but I don't know, I'm going to add to the list of good fights. I don't know. I honestly, yeah, being truthful, I haven't really, like, kept up with the past future of it, but I'm excited to, you know, add to the list of it. And man, I like the big venues and things like that. It's exciting, and I'll embrace it all, and everything that, you know, all the crowds and all that. It's just a cool stepping stone to be able to fight in these bigger places now. So I'm very excited. Yeah.
Awesome, Jack. Thank you so much for your time. I greatly appreciate you talking to me today.
Pleasure. Thank you. Thanks for having me on.